What's going on, everybody? It is your host, Stacey Cole Morgan, and you are listening to the MorganMan Sports Podcast here on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you may be getting your podcast from. Ladies and gentlemen, on today's podcast, we are strictly keeping it football by talking UGA and Atlanta Falcons. So, to start things off, we are going to talk about the SEC Championship game that will be held in Atlanta this Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Georgia Bulldogs are looking to keep their undefeated streak alive and also end the losing streak against Alabama here in the SEC Championship game. This is 3 out of 5 meetings between both teams, and Alabama has, of course, won those. 2 SEC title appearances and 1 national title appearance. Again, Alabama has won both. I honestly feel like this is a year where Georgia Bulldogs, or just the Dogs in general, can really win this. So Vegas has got Alabama as a plus 6.5 underdogs at the Benz this Saturday. So Vegas is telling you this is Georgia's year. And I will go with it. I'm not going to say a minus 20 points, because this is going to be a very close game, because again, this is Nick Saban we're talking about. This ain't no Lincoln Riley who's going to California now or nothing like that, because he's already done said he don't want nothing to do with the SEC. I honestly do believe, again, this is the year where Kirby Smart is finally going to get his revenge. He's going to deliver a national title to Athens, Georgia, or for just the entire state of Georgia in general, and proclaim himself outside of Vince Dooley as one of Georgia's greatest head coaches to ever coach for the university. And me personally, I think he is better than Vince Dooley. I know pitchforks, fires, whatever is coming my way, but I honestly do believe that. Again, yes, it was a totally different game back then, but it wasn't much well respected as it should be today. See what I'm saying? Like back then, winning the national title game, that was okay. You're a really good team. But today's environment and atmosphere for winning a national title game, you gotta be elite, top of the mountain elite, to be well respected. So that's what I'm saying is, for Kirby Smart to do this year, I think he'll be the greatest head coach for the University of Georgia that has ever existed. And Vince Dooley will be second. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, or on Twitter at Sports Podcast. So coming up next, guys, is the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's a full weekend for Atlanta sports. Now, the Atlanta Falcons are currently a plus 11 underdog at home. And of course, this is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is Tom Brady's team. You're not really facing another Jacksonville Jaguars. Even though Tampa Bay did struggle against the Indianapolis Colts this past weekend, still doesn't mean that you need to take them least likely. So right now, the lines, according to Caesar Sportsbook on the CBS Sports app, Tampa Bay and Atlanta opened as a minus 9.5, and the current is a minus 11 right now for Tampa Bay to win this game at a public bet of 75%. Your money line is split right now between both teams. I would say if you really want to do the upset, I would take Atlanta at the plus 400 to really win this game and get you some money. And a lot of people are taking the under at a 50.5 with a 73% public bet. So again, going into this game, you're looking at a Falcons team who are still trying to find themselves at 5-6, second place in the NFC South. So that's definitely an improvement from last year, because if we were still under the new or the old coaching regime, we would probably be very dead last with 0 wins and 12 losses. So that this is definitely an upgrade. Yes, it's not the upgrade that we thought it was going to be, but it's still an upgrade. But I'm not going to say that the Atlanta Falcons cannot win this game, but it's very hard to bet against Tom Brady. So, if anything, the Georgia homeboy in me says that the Falcons will win by field goal 23-21 against Tom Brady's Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But the more logical reason of me says that Tom Brady is going to win this game against the Falcons. I would say probably 35-28. I think the Falcons offense definitely gets back rolling. The defense gets to rolling. But it just comes down to a last second, error on the Atlanta Falcons, and Tom Brady takes advantage of it and goes down and scores 35-28 again. So guys, that was a quick and easy podcast. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like button wherever you are listening from, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever that podcast may be. Guys, this definitely helps me out with my sports broadcasting career that I'm just trying so hard to accomplish each and every single day, and I cannot do this without your guys' support. So again, thank you so much. But please listen and download to this podcast. Share around to your family, friends, coworkers, whoever it may be, to get this podcast where it needs to be at. So thank you again, and I, Kamorian, will catch you all later. Peace.